And I had a minute. Well, I'm not even saying a minute. Sometimes I think about quitting this thing like twice a week, bruh. Twice a week. And last couple weeks was especially rough because I've recently found out about myself that I have a bad habit. So I do this thing where like I work really hard and like I go like not to the extreme, but like I put my full effort to like a very significant amount of work, balancing for me, like balancing working my responsibilities at home. You got bills to pay. You still got the business. You're trying to create content for the business. You still got to edit the content for the business. Trying to network. And Saturdays for my future, and it was like I got to a point where it was like, yo, I just like I just crashed. Like I burned out. So there's a thing I realized now for me that I work really hard for like 8 to 10 weeks, and then like I just crashed. Like, I just cut out. Like things be going so good, and then boom, and it was real stressful. Like I genuinely was like dismayed all the time. I know some of you may be feeling that exact same way, like especially right now, person have exams, and it's so funny. I was thinking back to like when I had my my finals and like my exams. I was like, yeah, bro, like this is it. Like, yeah, I did that. Like and leaving school was like I finally I finally did it. I finally made it, and then they get knocked down 2 and 3 pegs. Again, 'cause not that far removed from the school, just kind of showing me like what what my approach should be, and like how to deal with stress, and like how to deal with like difficult situations in general. And what's been helping me recently is like understanding why I'm doing this thing. Um, it's like if you got two people, one body doing it for external reasons and one body doing it for internal reasons. They want better themselves. They want to do it because it intrinsically matters to them and is intrinsic motivation rather than extrinsic motivation. When you test them, the people who really about it can flake, and the people who was really down for the right reasons can show. And it kind of showed me like I had to really rethink why I've been putting so much effort into something. Like, why do I go and make a video that get 5 downloads versus one that get like 30 downloads? Am I, if I get 5 downloads, only 5 downloads in a row, am I gonna stop doing the pod? And I had to really think about the reason why I started the podcast. You're telling me you get this far into this video and have not liked or commented down below how you are currently dealing with burnout? Oh man, what are you doing? Please, I'll wait. Go ahead. Thank you. Was to so that I could be a voice to my younger self and everybody else that comes on as well, because other people could benefit. So I had to start reflecting on like when I went back to my alma mater and I seeing all these kids, and like I remember myself being in that situation. I feel like there's information. I feel like there's conversations that I didn't get to have that I should have had, and now maybe I could benefit one of those people, or even somebody on the other side of the spectrum, somebody that in university or that just like kind of need to hear a different perspective or need to hear a conversation that they felt that they didn't think that was uncomfortable or uncomfortable truth. Yeah, I really not doing this for me. I think the greatest motivation is sometimes when you're doing something in service to others, and thinking of this that way, like the persons who tell me that like I can't stop doing this because I come for you, big man. You doing a good thing, man. This is somebody told me that this is a self care, a self improvement part, and I was like, what, brother? That was never what I was going for. At first, it was education, then it was learning, and then I realized that like I want to incorporate some sort of self improvement, and I want to incorporate some sort of business. Somebody was like, yeah, this is like self care, me. But yeah, it's just kind of wild, and I just got some stuff here that like, I wanted to touch on.